What's up, people? It's your boy Profection back again. This one is going to be the cold facts too, because there are a few other things I missed out on. Clear it up just in case it's out there as well. Why not get out of the way? And also the different worlds, because in the sellouts video in the beginning, I was going into different worlds and it kind of got lost in it. I was going to delete that. I was going to delete that at the time, but I said no, I'll just put it out there because I reckon people will get the gist of it. But I think that maybe people may not. Now I'm thinking about it, people may not have got the gist of a few things that I was saying. So let me just finish off with the cold facts. Yeah, so it's kind of both of them really. We're going to the cold facts 2 video anyway. Just we'll get this out the way and we'll handle the different worlds as well. So the cold facts 2, right. There's a few things I did say in the sellout video. I did say something about people that again, what it was is there was a recent wedding that happened, and I think an event did happen at the wedding, at a wedding that happened about 2 months or a month ago. But when I was mentioning the wedding on my sellout video, funny enough, that didn't even come into mind when I was mentioning the wedding. What I was saying to people at the time, and I'll still stand by it, is that there's certain people out there that when they want to have an argument with you, they don't care who's around. You know, I had an ex-girlfriend, for example, she wanted to have an argument, so she would ring me up in the middle of a 14-hour shift as a security guard, and I was 2 hours into it. She would then ring me up at like an hour into it, 2 hours into it, because she may have seen something on my phone. Because I'll tell you what it was. At the time, a girl sent me a message on the site saying, "Hello, how are you?" And she rang me up 2 hours into my 14-hour shift and started drilling me on the phone. And I was angry, yeah. So there's certain women out there and men that don't know that there's a time and a place for everything, yeah. There's certain men and women out there that when they have arguments or get into physical confrontations, they don't care whether there's kids around, their own children around. They don't give a damn, you know. They'll do these things in front of the kids. Domestic violence, throwing punches in front of the kids and things like that. And I do have an issue with it. I'm not going to sit down and say I don't. I do. But it really had nothing to do with the wedding that happened 2 months ago or whatever, because I wasn't there. So it's as simple as that. I wasn't there. But it does have something to do with people that have to learn that sometimes there's a time and a place for an argument. You know, you've got to kind of leave it, you know. Which is quite interesting actually, because very interesting, because I remember the song by TLC, Scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that gets right. Remember that track? Okay. I had a big issue with that track. I had a big issue with it, not because what they were saying wasn't true, or even was true. You know, it doesn't make a difference whether it wasn't true or was true. The issue that I had of a song like that was the fact that basically TLC, in my eyes, was basically putting black men on blast for the world to see. Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, TLC really, without them even knowing it, and which will bring me into the different worlds video, without them even knowing it, they became sellouts just like that. When they didn't even realize it, just like that, they became a sellout by music like that, because they were putting black people on blast, black men on blast on a global scale. Now black men were walking around, and if women had the quick little thing to say about them, they would suddenly start singing that track. They try to use it to shame men, you know. And then what happened? Naturally, men revolted and they came out with a pigeon song, right? I don't want no pigeons. And then they put black women on blast. What both of these people didn't realize, you know, because black people can be really silly towards each other, let's be politically correct, is that other races were then using this information against them. Okay, they were using this information against them. So other races now were taking the mickey really out of black people because they were attacking each other on a global scale. Okay, so I hope that kind of makes a little bit more sense to you. You know, there's a time and a place for everything, you know. Even with the MGTOW videos, some of these MGTOW men, which I will get into when I do my MGTOW video, are putting black women on blast. and some people are watching those videos, taking information about black women, and in a classroom or in the street they're using that same information against our people, in a sense. Okay, so I do have a big problem with that. What else did I say in the video? Marriage. I said stay away from married women. Married women should be staying away from married men as well. Okay, if you don't like it, get out your Bible and read it for yourself. It's as simple as that. It's a major sin. You should be staying away from married women. Simple as. Married people, full stop. Okay, I myself, because I'm going to be honest about it, it's not about me sitting up here pretending to be something special. Let's be real about it. I myself have slept with 2 married women. Okay, I myself have done it. What happened is I went out to a nightclub, basically pulled a woman, got home, had sex with her lying in bed, and then the next morning they've told me, oh, I'm married. I'm like, what? How can you be married? Oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. Well, no, it's not okay, because I would have never gone with you had you told me. So it's not okay, you know. It was more me being trapped as opposed to me going out there looking for it, or I know and I still sleep with them. What they told me was, which was true at the time, we've split up, but we're not divorced. But I said, technically you're still married, and you know, the relationship ended from there. It's as simple as that. But yeah, check the Bible, check that in the Bible for yourself. Anything more in the sellout video that could touch a nerve or be misconstrued, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think everything else on the sellout video, I think I explained in detail. Right, so let's go on to the different worlds, because I was explaining different worlds and kind of got lost up in thought on the sellout video, and then it all sounded weird and wrong. Basically, some of it just sounded wrong, you know. Yeah, so when you leave your house each day, basically, there's basically it was related to celebrities, because I was saying to you, don't judge everyone, because at the end of the day, you just don't know, you know. A lot of the times you can be suddenly brought into a world that you didn't know existed, and you were part of it, you know. A perfect example of that would be smoking. When I was 16 or even 15, both me and a family member used to basically put down people that smoked cigarettes. We used to laugh at them. We used to we thought it was disgusting. The reason why we thought it was disgusting, because our mother at the time was smoking 40 a day, you know, 40 cigarettes a day. So we just grew a distaste for it growing up. We didn't like seeing people kind of, you know, we didn't like seeing smoking take that kind of control over them. You know, it just didn't sit right with us. So we were naturally against people that smoked, and we would laugh. And then, you know, through marijuana, I developed a nicotine habit. And then, you know, it went from me smoking marijuana with nicotine in it to one day me not being able to get hold of weed, and I went to my next door shop and I bought a 20-pack of cigarettes. All of a sudden now I'm in that world, you know. I'm in that world. Someone that was laughing at people and putting people down, all of a sudden I'm drawn into that world now. What other worlds are there? Yeah, there's worlds of stronger drugs, you know, like I was saying, things like crack. I'm not putting down people that do crack. I do kind of put down the people that kind of support it, or, you know, supply it or feed that habit. I do kind of put those people down if those people aren't really giving back to their community. I'm not advocating, or, you know, I'm not saying to people, I'm not promoting basically drug dealers or whatever. That's one thing I'm not doing, but I'm not. But for the people that are on crack, overnight, whatever situation could happen, and you could be in that situation. So you can't really, you know, I wasn't putting those people down. Whatever worlds are there. Whatever. I mean, there's all different kinds of worlds, man. There's you know, there's with the celebrities, the point I was trying to make to them is that if they could go from really poor to really being rich, and the people around them are influencing them and telling them that forget about your former life, forget about your former friends, look at this, you know, look at all of these beautiful people, look at all of these beautiful girls, you know, look at all of this money that you've got, look at all of these potential things that's going to happen now that you've become famous. And they're being they don't really have their old positive spiritual people around them. Now they've got these kind of sleazy Hollywood type people around them, and they're being influenced. And you know, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are, or show me who your friends are, I'll show you who you are. So the influence is so strong in the new circle that they're in, that they've kind of they've lost their values to a certain degree. So not all of them are aware of what they're doing, and that was the whole purpose of the start of the sellout video, is that don't be so judgmental, because it's not everyone that's aware that what they're doing is wrong, you know, especially on a global scale, like artists and musicians. That's the point that I was trying to make, down to your minor scale, you know. And what was I going to say? And yeah, so it's not everyone that was aware of it, and I think that will pretty, yeah, but then that's it, that's what I'm going to say. But then there are people that are fully aware of what they're doing. Not only are they fully aware of it, but they're doing it with an evil grin on their face. You know, they're seeing people suffer. You know, they're seeing there might be certain dealers out there that are definitely taking advantage of the fiends that they have created. You know, they might got a woman, an innocent woman, strung out on drugs. She had dreams, potentials. They're gone now. They're strung out on drugs, and now it's a way of getting back. Oh, this person thought they were special. Yeah, you thought you were really special. Well, look at you now, mate. You were crackhead. Yeah, come here. What are you gonna do for this? What are you gonna do for this drug? What are you gonna do? Show me. And they get power for that. These people are basically almost like devil worshippers, as far as I'm concerned. That's the grounds that I would put some of these people on. So yeah, I'll say it. I'll blatantly say it, and I'll be open on it. I'll be open about it, you know. Especially with things like crack and, you know, heroin and all of that. Weed is a different kind of ball game, you know, like I've said already. I'm talking about the stronger drugs. So there are people out there that are fully aware of a lot of things that they're doing. They're fully aware when they're selling their friends out, by degrading them in front of people. They're fully aware when they're certain, you know, they may be bullying people. They're fully aware when they've gone from rags to riches, and now they're degrading their friends that are poor and calling them bums and everything else, and they were once a bum as well. So yeah, I hope I've kind of cleared a few things up, you know, about the different worlds. I mean, I can go into many other examples. All different things are going on around you. Your neighbours are involved in a lot of things. Again, it's none of my business, but these things are possibly happening. And all I'm saying is be careful when you judge, because you can quickly be brought into it. You know, obviously it's not every single thing that you're going to be brought into. I was just giving you examples in the last video. I wasn't saying that you're going to suddenly wake up and start selling yourself down a dark alley or whatever. That was just an example, people, okay? I was just giving an example. That particular person didn't see themselves when they were 14, 15 walking down the dark alley and participating in all those kind of things. That was a bit, you know, that's the point I was trying to make. It's different worlds, but you can be dragged into any world within a split of a second, and suddenly you're there. So just be careful when you judge. The cigarette thing for me was a perfect example. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope I've cleared up most of the things. And yeah, unfortunately I will have a lot more to say, and a lot more is going to be controversial. It may touch a few nerves, but you're more than welcome to come down here, sit down in front of the camera with me. We can discuss it. I think it's good to discuss it. You know, I think especially black men and black women, we definitely need to sit down and discuss a few things and figure out ways that we can somehow start building ourselves as a community, stop this black and black crime, teach the younger generation to love each other. Definitely us as black people need to do those kind of things, and we shouldn't feel ashamed of doing that, because every other race up there protects their own. So why are we suddenly demonized for protecting our own? Why are we suddenly racist for protecting our own? America is the #1 country for that. When the NFL players stood on one knee, well, refused to, is it take a bow or something like that? They went after them hard, started saying that they should be rounded up and shot and all those kind of things. And if you remember, basically the reason why they refused to take a bow or get on one knee is because they were being shot by police. So now people are saying what they did was wrong and they should be rounded up and shot. It was just so much nonsense. I never heard it in my life. But I'm not one to say I'm proud of my own people, again for the second time. And but I do love you all. I'm not a racist of any kind. I will see you guys around, and thank you for watching. Peace.